We didn't get The Rock in this movie. We got Dwayne Johnson, and it was super boring. Like, you know what this movie needed to be? It needed to be like Crank, because there was so much stuff that was just completely implausible, and it took itself way too seriously, and I think Dwayne Johnson took himself a little too seriously in this movie. I mean, if you boil it down, it's basically a remake of Die Hard.
Totally is.
And the thing that I love about Die Hard is Bruce Willis is making quips. Bruce Willis is, going through these hellacious things.
Well, it's weird. Like, basically, The Rock is quips free.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah, and I think the movie would have been a million times better if he was quipping.
You know what it is? They didn't let The Rock be The Rock.
Exactly.
Well, they had a very heavy Chinese influence in the making of this movie. Very heavily. And that's obvious. It's set in Hong Kong, has a very, very strong Chinese cast.
And now I wonder why that is. It's because the Chinese market is eclipsing the U.S. market in terms of box office. So this is basically a Chinese film with The Rock in it.
Yeah.
No, and also, I have no issues with that.
Mm-hmm.
But it felt like John Woo made this movie and they cut scenes with The Rock in it. Am I going too far?
Kind of like what they did with Godzilla, where they just inserted
Right.
like an American
Like
character.
with Raymond Burr?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
this is basically Steve Martin. Raymond Burr.
Yeah.
Look, so much of mainstream studio filmmaking is global in the sense that this film is made to not appeal to Americans, it's made to appeal to the world, right?
Yeah.
And they want to create a franchise. But I think the greatest asset of this film, which isn't the building or the concept or anything, was The Rock, and they didn't let The Rock be The Rock. I love The Rock. He's great in everything. How is he so charming in everything?
He's so attractive that we just kind of project like this. I don't know. I can't explain it.
He really has America eaten out of his hand.
Yeah, everything he touches.
Well,
is
I mean,
just
here's
box
the-
office
here-
gold.
His last 5 movies have made over $100 million.
Well, yes, but so I've interviewed The Rock a couple times. He is basically the male Angelina Jolie. He's very
So he's going to have a downward spiral coming up soon?
no. He's just
Jesus,
very.
you're mean, Megan.
He's very charming. He's like one of those things. You leave the room and you're like, oh my God, I feel like I'm on a new drug called The Rock.
Is it the smile?
Just his smile. He's very Look.
He does have that smoldering smile.
Yeah, he does.
Right. So I'm just saying that it's weird. I don't know that I know of anyone in film history that has that kind of record.
Yeah, not that I can think of. This is definitely the age of the Rock in film. He's probably going to be the king of the box office for the next few years. Because there's always a different trend of who's conquering the box office. I mean, at one point it was Tom Cruise, and then that got passed on to someone else, and then now it's The Rock.
Yeah, I will say that kind of Tom Cruise was the proto Dwayne Johnson. I mean, he was in so many movies, and he was always like the standout, and then he kind of went super weird with the couch jumping thing, and his career didn't nosedive, but it definitely
Hasn't recovered.
Yeah.
His movies don't make as much money as they used to.
No, not at all. Aside from the Mission Impossible movies.
Which I still have not seen any of those movies.
I haven't either.
What, you have not?
I have not,
Oh
which
my
is a shame because I
God.
love Simon Pegg.
Oh God, Simon Pegg is also one of those things where the movie may be bad, but he's great.
Oh, yeah.
This is we should do a whole other podcast.
Like Fat Boy Run.
Fat Boy
yes.
Run,
Yeah.
Well, the movie may or may not be good, but that actor is always good.
Mm-hmm.